Royal Enfield may be the fastest growing global motorcycle company on the planet, and they keep leveraging their existing motors to produce desirable bikes at insane prices. Case in point, the Bear 650 Scrambler, running the 648cc air-cooled parallel twin first introduced in the Interceptor 650 and Continental GT, and since also utilized in the Super Meteor and the Shotgun. And this may be the coolest bike of the bunch, proving that you don't need to spend a bundle to ride a stylish retro motorcycle. How much? For that and other details, stay tuned. And as always, if you're enjoying the content, please consider supporting the channel by subscribing, liking the video, and sharing it with friends. Back in 1960, Eddie Mulder, Fast Eddie, won the Big Bear Run, an enduro that is still run today, on a 500cc Royal Enfield. At 16 years old. Pretty amazing. The Bear harkens back to a time when dirt bikes were basically stripped down road bikes with knobby tires. Scramblers, the predecessors of today's dirt bikes. And while the Bear 650 celebrates that win, it is not going to be a serious off-road weapon by any means. Even Royal Enfield tells you that the bike is for mild off-roading. The suspension consists of an upside-down non-adjustable fork with 130mm or 5.1 inches of travel, and spring preload adjustable twin shocks with 115mm or 4.5 inches out back. Numbers good for bumpy pavement or gravel and light dirt, not for the trail. Additionally, this bike weighs 216 kilograms or 476 pounds wet, a bit more than the Interceptor it's based on, probably because Royal Enfield beefed up the frame. The engine is tuned up slightly, producing 47 horsepower and 42 pound-feet of torque, which means that the A2 legal Bear 650 is going to be quicker than most cars, but won't be setting your hair on fire. If the performance is similar to the Interceptor 650, expect decent acceleration and about 100 mph or 160 km/h top speed. The bike runs on 19 and 17-inch wire-spoked rims, with tires that look like the Pirelli Scorpion STRs that originally came on my Tenere 700, and the seat height is a tallish 830mm or 32.7 inches. If you're shorter, you may want to opt for the Super Meteor or the Shotgun or Interceptor 650, which all come with more accessible seat heights. The brakes are bi-brake with a 320mm disc up front with a dual piston caliper and a 270mm disc out back with a single piston stopper. The ABS can be turned off on the back wheel for some slide action. Other than that, the only tech on the bike is a round TFT which has Bluetooth and can run Google Maps. That and a USB charger. And that's it. No rider modes, lean sensitive 6-axis IMU, traction control, or any of that stuff. You don't really need it on a bike with 47 horsepower, and the bare-bones nature of this motorcycle leads to bare-bone prices too. Americans will pay between $6,850 and $7,200, and Canadians will shell out between $8,900 and $9,550, depending on which color you choose. For this bike, that's a deal. It's close to the price of the Honda CL500 and Triumph 400 Scramblers, while being a bigger and, sorry but better looking bike. And looks matter in the retro category more than off-road ability. Let's face it, no one buys these expecting them to be serious off-roaders. These are cool looking retro bikes for the pavement to be mostly tooled around town and to the cafe. If they occasionally tackle some twisty roads or hit some mild dirt, great. But first and foremost, they must look and sound the business. And the Bear certainly does that. The classic air-cooled parallel twin is legit, and the lack of a radiator and cooling hoses around the motor makes all the difference. This thing looks good from every angle. Even the stock exhaust doesn't look terrible, although I'm sure S&S will be out with a slip-on for a serious upgrade in sound. So I keep saying it and Royal Enfield keeps doing it. Building beautiful bikes which turn heads and selling them for ridiculous, by Western standards, prices. In 2023, they sold 900,000 motorcycles. Will they hit 1 million this year? I wouldn't be surprised, and I hope that other manufacturers are watching. You don't need all the bells and whistles on every motorcycle you put out. Royal Enfield has proven that cool retro looks plus sound plus a reasonable price equals success. I'm a bit shocked that more manufacturers are not following their lead. It seems so simple. I'm looking forward to the official launch of this bike. It may be the best bang for the buck of all the Scramblers. But what do you think? which is your favorite Scrambler, especially in the lower price category. Please share your thoughts in the comments below, ride safe, and check out these other videos which may be of interest to you. And may the spokes be with you.